8 staff who have left Meru County, and what might be the causes?
Thank you. Through the chair.
Yes,
Senator, before County Secretary respond to that, I think the most important person here is the Chief Officer, Finance. So that
you can delegate to anyone.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. The question goes to you, then you can delegate.
Mr. Mwenda, you can assist us on the issue of budget, and if we have a vote for employment or not.
Before you answer that question, we were given some documents that shows that people that left the job is about 668. Do you agree with that number? That is question. First question you need to answer. They have given us that there are 668 employees who have retired or left the job for any reason we don't know. Do you agree with that number?
Then, Chair, on the issue that the government is trying to give the finance person, I think the best way forward is to give us a document that was signed by the governor, having approved by the assembly, that these are the amounts that we have for employment.
Okay. Banasio.
Okay, thank you, Chair. Let me start by referring to the document presented by the Deputy Speaker, specifically on the figures. Chair, I'm referring to the page 3 of the Deputy Speaker's presentation, whereby there are 5 itemized budgets that was approved. To us as executive, there is one figure that I agree with, that we are dissented from the county executive. If you look,
can you go closer to your mic, please? Not clear. And you need to answer the first question I asked you.
Yes.
About 668 employees. Are you agreeing with them or not?
Okay, Chair. I may not agree because I don't have the analysis, so I can't agree on the figure.
Chair, this is a very straightforward question.
Yes.
And we have a document that was signed, which was showing the figures that has been raised by the assembly, that it was ascended by the governor.
Yes, Chair. Okay, what there is, Chair,
Yes.
I want to give some genesis to these figures.
You
Of course, the document is there.
Yeah, to cut this story short, you know we have a very wrong way to go.
No, let him give. Let us.
No. Can we have the document that is showing the figures?
Oh, yes, he has.
The assembly has made an allegation. It is them now to approve or to approve whether it is an allegation or it's fact. So let them give us, let us see that document.
Yes.
I'm answering the question from Honorable
Choice. Thank you.
I'm answering it,
Yeah.
but allow me at least to give the genesis, and I will give.
Cut all those
exact-
stories short.
Yes.
Just the document is that.
Okay.
We have it in our document. Benson, you can send it.
Chair.
If you have the document, we want to see it.
Honorable Chair.
Page 7B of our presentation. Page 7B. Yeah, it's an Excel document which looks like this here.
Which page?
Page 7B. Page 7B of governance presentation. No, that's 7B. 7B. B is in bracket, 7 and 7B. Yeah. There is the bottom. You can see that there is human resource. Human resource, the bottom.
Yes, human resources. Proceed.
Yes.
We've seen human resource.
Human resource chair.
Yes.
Now, agreeing and disagreeing on the figures, just look at the budget. How we prepare the budget, you see column 2, where we have the submitted budget estimate for financial year 2024-2025. There is that column, and then there is an approved column. Now, when you go to that column at human resource, item number 2, it has 100 million. You see that 100 million? Okay, under the human resource, line 2, there is 100 million.
Which column now?
On the approved column.
Approved.
Yes, column 3 of the figure.
Yes.
Yes, you can see the 100 million. You can see 97 and 8. I agree it is in the budget, but just look on the comparative figure. The figure which we submitted, the submitted budget, it has nil. It has no amount.
Yes.
Okay, I'm saying the figure, I'm saying the 100 million, the 90 million, 7 million, 8 million, it has a gap on the presented budget. That's where I was coming to, that the document presented by the Assembly, it has item 2, which has 211 million. What I want to mean here, this figure, because it is not appearing here. It is not appearing as a human resource. You will not find it here, Chair.
Chair, I think what he's trying to allege is that the budget submitted by the executive is not the same budget that was approved by the Assembly.
Yes, Chair. And now I want to give the genesis of both these, and because the budget was once.
But was it uploaded in the IFMIS? Which one is talking? Is it the one that was submitted by the Assembly or the one that was approved by the Assembly?
Of course, the one approved is the one which is uploaded.
The one which is approved by the Assembly is the one that is uploaded in the IFMIS?
Yes. But now, if you
My
allow,
friend.
if you allow me, Chair, if you allow me, Chair,
Chair, with all due respect,
give me some time to explain myself,
Let me.
and everything will be answered.
My friend, what's your name?
I'm Charles Mwenda.
Charles.
Yes.
Don't worry, you could take us through Pole.
Yeah, now
You know, we were at 100 million, 90 million, 97. was-
Chair, let me ask this.
Yes.
And with due respect, I don't know you people. I only know governor because I worked with her as the women rep. Period. I don't know anybody else. But the question is, the document that has been read by the Assembly contains some figures, right? Within the allegations that the Assembly has made, that was the budget that was meant to be used by the Public Service Board, right? And they have alleged that the governor has ascended to it. The last question that I'm asking you, which document between the one, it's true that the budget that you submitted to the Assembly is not the one that has been approved by the Assembly? The last question, which one was uploaded by the IFMIS, which one is the working document as you speak now for the mail count?
Chair, I beg for indulgence on this matter. I have agreed that the document which was approved is the one which is uploaded with this piece. But I'm pleading to be given just 1 or 2 minutes to explain this.
We can give you.
Because otherwise, our issue in Meru County is actually based on the budget.
Proceed. We will listen to you.
Chair, so what I was trying to give here is the figures given by the Assembly. There is one figure which is exceptional of all the tabulations given by the Assembly. The item number 2 on the figures, which has 211 million, Chair. 211. That amount, it is the county executive.
Where is it 211? You tell
What
us.
I'm saying.
You can show up here.
Okay, it is within the budget of
Yes.
the human resource, and I'm saying it will not appear as one item. But it is there within, it was an increase of the budget, Chair, of the previous year, and the budget presented, we presented the budget with an increase of 211 million. And it is true, this is the figure that we approved. And now I was saying, Chair, Assembly also went ahead and now provided more money, which now has no comparative budget, what I would say. Now, why did we present the budget with 211 million, first of all, Chair, without now having the other figures which were given by the Assembly? Chair, having done the budget, which was a very thorough consultative issue, Chair, from the County Assembly, The 211 million, we are given it having taken consideration of the issues raised by the bond. Others, the 211,
Yes, for health workers.
actually it was covering all the issues being raised by assembly and the bond at that time. Of course, the issues, the demand for the budget was more than 211. But due to budget demands and of course the controls of the budget were preparing the budget could not allow more than that. Could not allow because we have a budget.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask the question. As he finishes, because that will also guide him. What was the total budget that was submitted to the Assembly vis-a-vis the total budget that was approved?
On payroll.
Yeah, I'm asking, what was the total budget proposed by the executive vis-a-vis the budget that was approved by the Assembly?
Okay, what happened? The Assembly increased by 205 million of what we are presenting.
Where was the increase coming from? Which fund it was removed to make the 205 increment? Was it the monies that were chopped from the Assembly side, or where did the expiration come from?
Okay, Chair, if I'm not interrupted for like 3 minutes, all these things will be answered.
That's cool. That's cool. Pole too. I think that marks.
Let's allow him to finish. Please finish.
So,
Take us through slowly to understand you. Yes.
Yes, that's what I was being chair. Is that as the county assembly, we had considered all these issues which have been raised by as the county executive, by the board and the assembly. But now due to the budget demand and the budget that we end, and taking into account the county executive, we have a budget deficit ever for the past years, which has never been cleared. The last month of the year, which is June, has never been paid. We have been surviving on bank overdrafts when it comes to June. Now, Chair, this 211 million, why we increased that money that time? The money was in incorporation of annual increment for the financial year 25. We had incorporated that. Then, because now there are two issues here with staff. Okay, there is need to employ. There is also a pressure, internal pressure on promotion. So we agreed on promoting health workers and other members of staff. Of course, not all of them. We agreed on annual increments, and then we agreed on employing just few officers because of course there is a gap, but the budget couldn't allow. We allowed to employ 10 doctors. Within the 211 million, we agreed to employ, when we presented this budget, to employ approximately that nurses and few other officers to other. However, Chair, now the budget was approved. I think we went and plan is to bring more budget to employ more people now. So the assembly handed 205. The problem is one. You want no problem to a problem. Why am I saying this? There is one term which is familiar in this country, the one freezer. Our payroll budget is on freezer. And to prove that, Chair, I will take page 7. Just go to page 7, Chair.
Maybe before that, Chair, I would also want to know whether there was a memo done by this assembly asking for the assembly and approve the budget to say they made some improvement. Improvement in the assembly and it's necessary.
Chair, budget can only be corrected in master. We actually work with that.
I'll say that in a member of the county assembly, right?
Yes.
And once you learn to disagree with the budget, you can still return it to the governor after they have to based on that. I gave you a letter to write the government, right? So you have a letter that was a lady, there was a meeting that was made by the
Allow me to say this.
simple question. Was there a letter made or not?
There was no memorandum.
Thank you.
That can be answered by the governor. Only beside that.
Right. The question was very clear. So there was no memo, right?
There was no memorandum.
And you've taken us to page 7,
Yes.
which talks about the deficit of 18 million.
Yes.
That one already we know, and there is no point of...
Yeah, that figure, I would like to express it here because
No, we are not disputing this, so I don't think there is any point, any reason to take us to page 7, because the 18 million deficit is there.
yeah, the reason is
Yes.
all these figures we are talking about around all these figures they have been gazetted. And if you go to page 8 and the 10 of it, page 10A, you see a gazetted figure of 5 billion, 5 billion, which now I've just started is my first figure in page 7. Just to prove page 10A. That is the gazette notice. In 10A, column 2, you can see somewhere figure 5 billion 077 036 181.5. I think that figure is there. That is the gazetted payroll amount for the county executive. I've actually just lifted that amount and started with it at page 7.
Okay.
Just to be clear here.
Yeah, which is 5077, right?
Yes.
Now, let me ask you,
problems, yeah,
let me ask you a very simple question. And this would be very, very simple.
Yes.
The money that the county assembly and the county service board are talking about is a total of 416 million. Total of from 100 to 11, 9, 8, and 7. That's a total of 416 million. And they are claiming that it has been passed, it has gone through, signed by the government. Very simple question. Is that so? Have you passed this budget at 416 million? And also assented to by the government? Yes or no?
It is true, Chair. It is assented. That is why there is that act. And now that act.
Thank you. That's fine. It's very simple. Approved and assented to. Let's not go there now. I want to ask the government. Sorry?
I want to... Chair, I'm very sorry to interrupt you.
Yes.
But
by the way, we are listening to...
Yes, as the...
We are going to give you time.
Yes,
Please
as the-
proceed. If you have any issues,
No, it's about the
this is a
discussion.
committee of national
It's
cohesion.
about the discussion which is really
Yes.
As the executive, we kindly request that because what we are discussing here, although we are talking about quantitative issues, we should also be allowed to discuss qualitatively because of other factors that are surrounding these figures we're talking about. And that's why the chief officer is requesting that although he says there is a question is required to say yes or no, it is important that it can be an interview which is open-ended so that we can be able to explain ourselves. We say there is no politics here, but also it is important because you know county governments are political in nature. It is important, though we are not going to mention politics, to be allowed to mention other factors that are surrounding what we are talking about. Like when he says why, let's listen to him by request so that he can also explain to us.
Fine. We are going to listen to him. Please remember what you want to say, and I'll give you some time. But there is a question for the government, which is very important to ask. You see, this is a very simple question, and I want to relate this to our issue of national cohesion. And I even said earlier, the problem, the reason why you are here today is because there is a disagreement. And I want to ask the government, the numbers given here is very important. But I want to ask you a question that is very relevant. Besides not having the money, in places like health, ECD and all these things, don't you really need employees? Don't you need people who can help you run those institutions? That is something we need to know from you.
Thank you, Chair. I agree with you that beside having or not having the money, there is need. And this need is there seriously. But there are measures that we as the executive and also the County Public Service Board, we are supposed, maybe to my opinion, to sit and discuss our way forward. One out of the 5,600 and something employees that we have, we've not done good policies. We're in the process of doing the same. And also rationalization of the same. We have nurses who are placed in places that they're not supposed to be. For example, we have around 3 nurses or 2 teachers, but redeployed as ward administrators. The issue is that if we can sit down with County Public Service Board, have a sitting, and then do the rationalization. Who is placed where is not supposed to be placed? At least we come out with a figure or in a position that we can now know where to address the gaps. But that one has not been done.
Yes, Madam, let me continue. Let me say thank you very much for that answer. And you know, we are here not to even audit anything. We are here because of the cohesion issues. And I'm happy you said, yes, you need people. You need more people. And you are talking about money, and you are talking about how you're going to sit together. But my question again says, the Public Service Board have been talking about the county secretary not responding to the answers, the questions that they are asking, not even coming to meetings. Can please the county secretary, the governor is saying, we want to sit with them, if I'm not wrong. And that is very, very good. Why is the county secretary having issues while the governor is saying we need to sit? Why are you not sitting?
Yeah.
With the
Chair, with due respect, Chair. With due respect.
Yeah, proceed.
Many issues is, with due respect, County Secretary, when was the last letter that you made to the Public Service Board to have a sit with you? County Public Service Board, when did you request the governor to have a meeting with you? That's the last letter. I just want to know that, whether it has been existent, because it's like the governor is on our own, and us people are on our own. We said we need these things. Document it. You've written a letter on this date that the governor wants to teach the Public Service Board in terms of employment. The Public Service Board, on the other hand, is saying, Your Excellency, the governor, through the secretary or whatever, we want to have a meeting with you to discuss these matters. Can we have a letter, please?
Thank you, Chair. I think it is very recent that you've been communicating with the County Public Service Board. I think the last letter which I wrote to them was most recent one is on. It is very recent. I think last week we have it in this model. We have it in the model of.
You can, somebody can help you to can check for you. Yeah, can you check for him, please?
So the table of content, it was most recent.
Yes.
And they will agree that we have not been fighting with them. Yes. And
The content of the letter will tell us what has been happening. That is what we only want to hear from
Yeah,
you.
they're looking for the document.
We need to unite you. By the end of this meeting, tunataka tusalimiane wote mkienda kama tumemalizana.
can I read the letter?
Can you read for us, please?
This was a letter which was written on 15th of January 2025 to the CEO, Meru County Public Service Board. Dear CEO, stoppage of job advertisement. Thank you for your letter of that date. This is in page 6. And it had that date on the above subject matter. Then I told them, you seem to have rubbished the PFM Act, resolutions of the Third National Wage Conference 2024, and the directives of the COP on bringing the wage bill to below 35%. Instead, you insist that the County Assembly has a budget, set the budget, and you are going to employ. Paragraph number 2. Yes.
You know what the Vice Chair was asking?
Yes.
Was a rider to my question.
Yes.
We are talking about harmonizing what the governor is talking about is, I really appreciate what she has said. She says we need to sit and harmonize.
Yes.
This is good. That letter doesn't talk about those things.
Yes.
It talks about something different. So the question was, is there any communication, the latest one, that says the people of Meru need our services, and can we sit as the people of Meru, leaders of Meru, sit and discuss how to employ our youth, women, and the people themselves? Do you have those kinds of things that is possible?
We've been communicating with the county. Let me give you
Yes, please.
We've been communicating with the county public service board. At times, I'm not available and they call me. And also to them when we call them. At times they are available. Yes, the most recent was a health issue which we invited them. I think it was last week. And they wrote a letter saying nothing. So as the governor says, it is up to us to go and advocate that we don't fight them. We don't fight personally. I don't fight the group. I stay group. They like very strong letters to me, very forceful, but I always treat them. Always. When I'm sending letters and treat them, I tell them it's not an issue. And so we can sit down and be able to talk. We should agree on that. Okay.
My County Secretary, thank you very much. Madam Governor, you want to say something?
Yes, Chair.
Okay.
As we maybe agree about on how to help our people, maybe getting jobs and so on, the most important thing on this, building our life. That is the most critical thing, because our desire, our need, will go higher than what we have. We cannot cater for 5,600. So if we had about 500, what will happen in Europe? That is the most issue that I have. At the same time, it will be my goal to sit with them, then agree with the budget team, agree with the need that is there, then we proceed.
So I totally agree with you, but then you need to agree with the committee also that there are people who are designed for the jobs. And I thought only 600.
Okay, thank you so much, Honorable Chair and the Honorable Member.
Give that clarity. Secondly, Chair, the 3 institutions here for Meru County, are they in agreement that there is need to approve the manual for staff establishment? Because sincerely speaking, you cannot operate from, in a vacuum. You need staff establishment and you need the manual approved. So how do the 3 come in to ensure that it's approved? Thank you.
Let me say on the issue of she has raised. We've met 46 counties, and except this county, all the other counties, they sit and discuss how many people they want to employ. And then they will say, how much money do we have? What can we employ now? What can we employ after a year, 2 years? These are the things we've seen. But the Meru County is completely different. And when you talk about salaries, the buck stops with the governor, always. They will ask the governor, why do you do this? Why do you do this? Because she is the person responsible. She is the person who is going to answer those questions. When they talk about Meru County as overemployed and all those things, they don't talk about the service board. They don't talk about the board, they talk about the governor. So you need to help the county secretary, the board, you need to sit with the governor. Forget about the differences, political issues which are out there. Reason together and come up with something that this committee can appreciate. If I show you some counties like Makweli, like Trans Nzoia, what Madam is talking about on the issue of supporting youth with microfinance, it is amazing. They've done a very good job. The only county I've seen, there is an issue between the county assembly, the county service board and the governor is only Meru County. Why should it be? You are working for who? Are you working for yourselves or for the people of Meru? So please.
Thank you, Chair. I think I will not repeat a lot the issue of the budget. We have agreed, Chair, that the budget process was done and it was approved and signed,
Let's not go back.
that will go there. What I'm saying in connection there on a chair is that the budget was approved in August. We are now going to February. So even if we start seeing there's employment strategy now, maybe March, 3 months to the end of the financial year.
So that is why the board on its own motion
As a resolution.
My friend, no, the way you are going, you are taking us, Uko.
No, I'm not going back.
No, you are putting
okay, let me avoid that, Chairman.
No, I don't agree with you. Please. 1 minute.
Thank you, Chair. There is an issue, a rejoinder that I want to do on the budget, that appropriation act.
No, let's not go there. Our budget, we finished, we've agreed.
Chair, I feel that this should...
my friend.
There was an issue, Chair.
As long as you look based on because we have a series of issues there.
The payroll is under my department.
Proceed.
The payroll falls under my department. And we need, when you're doing a budget, you need to budget for the salaries of the current employees for 12 months. The questions that we needed to ask ourselves initially is whether do we have the budget for the employees that we have for 12 months, which we do not have. And then on the appropriation bill that was signed by the governor into an act, it did not have any votes by the name recruitment of employees. What we have,
Chair,
that we have.
Chair,
Let me substantiate.
Chair, I allowed, but he is misguiding this committee.
That's what I told you.
No, I cannot sit in somewhere where somebody is misguiding a committee.
Allow me to qualify.
No, please, Chair. No, please, Chair.
Yes.
To make the matter worse, he is in charge of payroll.
Yes.
How many employees do you have in Meru County?
I think it's 5,567.
Have you checked the records?
Yes. The employees exit every month.
What is the number?
We earn 5,603. Between the period that we filed this document, that last time that we are here, and today, we have 36 employees who have since left. That is why we have 5,567. But then again, we need to ask ourselves, do we have that budget for in the vote?
My friend, we've said the budget was approved. The budget has been uploaded by the... Can you listen to us, please? We are dealing with facts here as a committee. Don't take us that direction. We are talking about the factors, what is there, what is working right now. Is a budget that has been approved by the assembly and it has been uploaded in the IFMIS, and that is what is working right now, which has informed the Public Service Board in terms of service delivery or whatever the service that they are supposed to do. So you cannot, unless, that is why I asked that question, was there a memo that was done by the executive to the assembly that they are not in agreement with the approved budget? It was never done. That aside, what exists now proves that there is money. It is us as a county government, aided by the governor. And I will request Your Excellency the Governor, that you need to sit down with this team. Come down slowly. Work it out, because I know there is a lot of shortage in terms of resources within the county government. Sometimes when we overestimate the sponsor's revenue, which sometimes gives us a lot of problems when it comes to implementation. It is high time that you sit down as a county government. Bring everything on board. I will plead with you. I even don't want us to say, let's have another committee on devolution handling issues of Meru. Can we stop all this? Because at the end of the day, let me tell you one thing. We are in these offices temporarily. The offices that we are temporary. And I can give you a very good example. Right now in the Senate, we have the members of the county assembly, we have the members of the National Assembly, we have the governors, and we have the senators. Because the evolution has gone a full circle. There were those members of the National Assembly who used to fight the senators. But today, they find themselves in the Senate. There were those governors who were fighting the senators because of the issues impeachment, name it. But today, they are in the Senate. What we are saying in the essence, these offices that we are holding on, we are holding on brief for the members of the public. Can we at any time do what we are supposed to do? Let's not, can we leave politics aside? That time will come. Can we do what is right? If it is the work of the Public Service Board, who is to facilitate the Public Service Board? The Assembly and the Executive. If the work of the Executive, who is to facilitate the Executive? It is the County Assembly. The County Assembly, their work, their role is to do the oversight. Can we also facilitate the Assembly? That is our work as the leadership. We are all leaders. So I would want to request, Chair, by the close of this committee, I even don't want to hear the issue of maybe taking these issues to any other committee. I would want to plead with the governor. Please, go sit down with the chair and the team. Go sit down with it. I said from the word go that this is the first meeting that we have the members of the assembly, we have the members of the board, and we have the governor. We've been having the governor, the scout secretary, the chair board, and the rest of them, and maybe the technical team. That has been the norm for the 46 counties. So I would want to request, and humbly request as a mother. I've served in this politics space for the last 18 years. And I would want to humbly request, let's put everything aside. Let's work for these people. If you find people exiting to an extent of leaving the county within this early January, we have already 24. Can we ask ourselves what are the questions? Let's not misguide. I want to check the document that has been presented, which I wanted an elaboration from the service board. And one of our executive members was misguiding us, saying that it is including the governors. You go through the document, the governors are not there. The executive, I cannot even say the governor. The executives are not there. These are just our staff. These are our people who are working for us. So I would want to say, Chair, that we are pleading to you people. Let's go sit down. Governor, if the budget has been approved, can you go sit down with the executive and the board? Discuss these issues in a closed door. You can even pick this way. You pick the chair, discuss with him. Then you pick the county government, the secretary, you pick with him, and then you can have a joint meeting with the assembly. And you deliberate on these things, and let's finalize. Please. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's why I was saying, I didn't want to you know, if you want to say something, the others also want to say something. I think let's stop it there. I want to have, let's agree. We are all working for the people of this country. And like Madam Vice Chair said, politicians, you have 5 years. The executive is leading the county government of Meru. She has got 2.5 years remaining. Maybe she will come back, maybe she will not come back. She needs to leave a legacy. You people also need to leave a legacy. When Madam Vice Chair is saying we don't want to send it to another committee also will say a problem. You will come here again, devolution, you will be called by the committee for labor and all those things. This committee in the Senate, I believe that this is the most good committee who deals with so many things. We deal with cohesion issues, we deal with equal opportunity, and even regional integration. And I want to ask the 3 teams which are here, we want to take some responsibility. The problems we are facing is not unique to Meru County only. It is in all the counties. Overemployment there. Then you have got pending bills, whether it is salary or issue of construction issues, services and all those things. This problem is always there. But then I went to Marsabit in December. So many hospitals are understaffed. Dispensaries and all those things. And I called the governor, I said, we have a problem, we need to talk. We don't have medicines in our hospitals. These are the things that leaders can sit and discuss. I want to make a special request on behalf of the people of Meru, and this to the governor and the service board and the assembly. And I want your views. I want to ask my committee to extend this sitting, not to extend, but we have another sitting. As we sit between the 3 of you and have a common goal, we ask ourselves, who are we working for? The people. So can we harmonize? Yes, Madam is saying we don't have money. You're saying we need to employ these people, this number of people. The board has passed this much money. And do we have deficit? Yes, we do. So how can we harmonize all this and come up with a resolution? What the Vice Chair said is very, very important.